To be here tonight, I thought I'd read a little bit of her story. Ray's mother and her siblings, Vic, Mary and Ron, came to see her off at Waterloo, from where she was to take the War Brides Express to Tidworth. The station platform was busy with war brides from all over Britain, and the Women's Voluntary Service bustled about, ticking their names off lists before they were handed over to the care of the Red Cross. Suddenly, Ray's brother Ron started running back down the platform to the exit. "Where are you going?" she called. "I have to meet my mate," he shouted back, and to Ray's dismay he was gone. Saying goodbye had proved too difficult for him. A whistle blew and everyone in the crowd started giving each other a last hug before the women made for the doors. "Goodbye, love," said Ray's mother, wiping away her tears with a hanky. Mary looked utterly desolate as she watched her sister disappear onto the train. This latest loss to the family proved so hard to bear that when Mary returned to her ATS base, she spent 3 days in the camp hospital. When Ray's contingent of war brides arrived at Tidworth, they handed over their luggage, ration books and identity cards and endured the endless checking of paperwork and the humiliating medical examinations that were the price of passage to the States. They were told that their stay at the camp would be for only 3 days, but 3 days came and went and still they had not been taken to a ship. Every afternoon they were promised they would be boarding the following day, but the next morning they were always disappointed. Some of the brides became desperate, hearing stories of women who had waited at Tidworth for nearly 2 months. Unable to bear it any longer, several walked out, declaring, "If our husbands want us, they can come and get us." Finally, after 6 days, Ray's group of brides were taken to Southampton to board the Bridgeport, an old steel-hulled German passenger vessel that the US Army had been using as a hospital ship. When Ray and the other brides went to investigate their quarters, they found that they were in the former psychiatric ward, and their dining area was enclosed within a wire cage, hardly the most welcoming of environments. Before the boat left, 5 or 6 brides had a change of heart and demanded to be let off. As the boat began to pull out of port, Ray and the remaining women rushed up on deck. A ship of wounded British soldiers was coming in, and seeing the war brides, they started yelling, "You'll be sorry!" But the brides drowned them out by singing "They'll Always Be in England" at the tops of their voices, and Ray joined in with gusto, doing her best to blast away the aching sadness she felt as she watched her homeland slide out of view. Thank you.